so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things to...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darren Lee, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 18. Alert. Back's mine. Move.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run it with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Second down and goal. Trubisky. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing is Bridgewater, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taken from just outside the 30. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 lead?
And that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Raiders able to extend the advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing, Bridgewater. Well, that's complete to Sanders. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way down. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
18. Hey, Zoo.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Check. New Mike 52. Hey, Delta. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. You can't block me.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check 52 to Mike. Check. Hey, Charlie. Lock in.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Come on. Alert. Hey, alert. Hey, Echo. Check safety.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get 3 yards closer but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Back. Check it back.
They go with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Badgley on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. That last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Hey, alert. Hey, 18. Check. Bravo.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it under a heavy rush, and there he goes. Darren Lee, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
my
grandmother did the same. It smells terrible. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Bridgewater. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Cleveland Farrell. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Trubisky. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for two here.
Hey, team six.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Darren Lee in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain of 39 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Emmanuel Sanders went all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 41 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see if they adjust.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Miami. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A gain there of 30 big ones. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Trubisky. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Trubisky. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. On the ground, Richard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Minus 50, minus 50. Just like that. Just like that.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Badgley on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, orbit. 52's the mic.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Oakland, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the wrist I was never